One of the other things that we do is by doing research with a big sample, and it's pretty easy to find people who've got superannuation in Australia, given that it's compulsory.
Yeah.
And constructing the measures that we were, which are, customer satisfaction, NPS, customer effort scores on all the things that we're talking about, is that research creates hierarchies.
Yeah.
The hierarchy in this research for the funds where we have decent sample is between a 4 out of 10 and a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's a big range.
It
Everything
is,
else in the industry is in a very narrow range.
Yeah.
If we took it from other people, like the tiny little funds that we don't really get really good sample, they're even higher in terms of satisfaction. What explains that range to you?
Well, ultimately, you've kind of got a, diverse of what their approach is to their members, and it kind of does lend to those hierarchies, the ones that are getting both parts right. So the both parts that we talk about is that retirement preparedness and the retirement satisfaction. And what happens is, like I was saying at the beginning, of some of the funds are doing that kind of preparedness part really well, but they're not doing the satisfaction in retirement part really well. And then that sort of breaks up then the scores and kind of lands where then the ones that are really successful kind of sit up at that 60 mark that we have is the ones that get both parts right.
So looking at that, UniSuper is a big fund. It's been around a while. It's very well kind of thought about and structured. They do lean hard into the communication part of what they're doing. It's a common misconception that UniSuper is full of professors. There are actually fewer professors than gardeners that are working at universities. So their range of client wealth is pretty broad, yet, and we have a range of responses from people to high balances to low balance, yet their satisfaction is routinely high. So how are they solving that across the spectrum? Is it because they use video? It's because they don't rely on web? It's because they don't rely on letters? What's explaining that to you?
I mean, it's a few things, right? It's the communication part that we've talked about. But the other thing that UniSuper have really gotten right is kind of taking charge of that education piece. Their online tools and calculators are really used by members, and members really taking charge of their retirement and planning, but being encouraged to do so by UniSuper. They also offer financial advice services to their members as well, and the value of advice is just incremental to people's lives. So that is lending to itself. And when you put all of these things together, you get a very happy member at the end of the day who's pretty prepared for their retirement.